What's up, YouTube? It's Alex here. I just wanted to share something with you guys really quickly. Um, it's about someone being gullible, which I consider myself as being a gullible person. So I guess that makes me an easy target for my gang stalkers because I just want to share something with you. So with that being said, all during my life, with all my manipulation going on with my family members, the my ex-girlfriends, my so-called buddy friends, and with all of that going on, the stealing, the whatever else, the insults, the low blows, it's like I was always thinking to myself, I was like, well, I couldn't put my finger on anything because, of course, I didn't know what gang stalking was. I didn't know their tactics. I didn't know. So I was always like a laid-back type of guy. Laid back, just, nonchalant, not even thinking anything, and not knowing the whole time. That's what they were in my life for. Even my family members, it's like they were there to like manipulate, lie, deceive me. And I guess these guys knew that, right? So the thing is, I had one kind of crazy thought a while ago. This was maybe 9 or 10 months ago. It's a little unorthodox, but the way my brain works, it's kind of crazy. So I was thinking to myself one time, I was like, well, Alex, why in the hell can't I put my finger on things, and why can't I catch these setups, and why can't I, because either these people were in my life, either I've gotten stolen from. Of course, gang stalkers steal, they lie, they deceive you, they're to mislead you. And I noticed, like, when I couldn't put my finger on certain things, and not knowing that these people were gang stalking and I was unaware of what the fuck they were doing, those are the same people I was running back to maybe get a little clarity and try to see maybe if they understand what I'm going through. Like, hey, let me ask you something. Like, this is weird, right? But not knowing that they were there to like mislead me. And if you're a target and your train is on the right track, you best believe they're gonna send more than 3 or 4 people to try to disrail your fucking train, because they know you getting there. So this thought that I had, it lowered my vibrations. I know that, and I scooped down to their level. I know. So with me thinking, I'm like, well, damn, why the fuck can I catch any of this shit? Like, they came into my life, even my family members do it, came into my life, manipulated me, lied, stole from me, whatever else they wanted to do, bring me down or whatever, set me up. So I thought to myself, you know what? I know this is crazy, but I'm going to say it. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to think negative for like 2 weeks. I know that's bad, I know. But it helped me out, and I don't think negative like that anymore. I'm just sharing my thought process at the moment. So what I did was, I started thinking negative. And when I did this, you guys won't believe it, I started catching on to their little shenanigans at the time. But I didn't know what gang stalking was, because I just recently learned about gang stalking, of course. And I started catching on to some of their little shit that they were doing. It's like the gang stalkers was sitting around plotting and scheming and always thinking of some way to like get over on me some type of way. Here I am thinking positive, not thinking about anything at all. I mean, not like anything, but you get what I'm saying. I wasn't thinking, oh, this person is going to come over here and steal from me. Oh, this person is going to lie to me today. But it seems as though like that's what was on the gang stalker's brain. So with that being said, it has to be true that that's all gang stalkers do, is think negatively. Because if I thought negative and I started catching on to your negative vibes and I started catching your little negative shit, that means you thinking negative. So like, who does that? So I guess it made an easy target. It made me an easy target because, like I said, um, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I can be a little gullible, So I guess they use that, and that was like one of my weaknesses, I'm not paying attention because I'm not thinking about the shit. So here they are, pretending to be my friends. Here's my little dumbass ex-girlfriends pretending, oh, I love you, this, that. And they know the type of person I am, and guess what? Took advantage. So that's just, and it's a shame that I actually had to think that way and lower my vibrations to actually catch on to that shit. I mean, not saying I couldn't, like, catch on to it, because actually I was, but I wasn't thinking about that shit, like, every day. If that makes sense. I wasn't thinking, like, oh, this person is going to come over here. But it's just weird. But, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know it's a little weird that I actually thought about it like that, but I mean, I did that, and luckily I learned what gang stalking was, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it was. And you can't tell these gang stalkers that they are gang stalkers. You can't tell them, like, oh, you're thinking negative. Like, walk up to one of your gang stalkers or confront one of your gang stalkers. You don't have to, but just ask them, do they think negative? They're gonna probably try to go off on you, but in all reality, that's what the fuck they were doing. It was like premeditated type shit. Like, who sits around and plot? Unless you a murderer, a bank robber, or you want to commit a crime in some type of way, because you're not, like a bank robber. What do? They plan it out, right? So the bank tellers do not come in the fucking bank the day of the robbery and think to themselves, oh, today we're going to get robbed. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So they're not thinking that way, because guess what? They're not thinking negative. So the bank robbers come in there, like the bank tellers are like, they didn't think about it. Point blank, period. But I just use that little scenario because, I don't know, the gang stalkers, I don't know. It was like a little weird to me that I actually had to go that route to actually catch on to what the fuck they were doing. And once I learned what gang stalking was, I started kind of being positive again. I was like, okay, now I can see their fucking tactics and what the fuck they're doing. And I'm mostly mad at myself for not being able to, like, catch on to their lies and catch on to their manipulation. But it's kind of hard for me, like a person like me, being like the type of person I am, laid back and such. It was kind of hard to, like, actually catch on to everything, because it seems as if, like, if you're swimming, I was about to reach shore, and on the shoreline is where the truth is. And it's like, before I reached there, like the gang stalkers that was already gang stalking me would, like, recruit more gang stalkers, and all of them like band together and sit there and try to convince me that this is the right way. But when I'm looking over here, I'm like, I want to go this way because this way doesn't seem right. And then when you have someone like your mother, who you actually trust, because that is your mother, and you don't know that she's a gang stalker, you go to her for advice, and you're like, well, I'm kind of confused right now, but I want to make up my own mind. And she joins in with these fuckers. Yeah, it's kind of hard, and you're like, oh, okay, so it's just weird. I've been through all of that, and I know some of you guys are like, how, like, record some shit, but how can you record someone manipulating you? I appreciate all the targets on Facebook, on YouTube, who has like all the recordings, because I enjoy you guys doing that, and it helps me to see. But I mean, I think my targeting is more of, they're like attacking my brain more. Like they're just attacking my brain. For some odd reason, they just love attacking my fucking brain. So mine is more stuck on my brain. Like all of them was like attacking like they lied to me. They just deceived me. Played off my weakness. Oh, he's gullible. Oh, he will believe anything. Oh, he trusts people. And they played on all of that. And I'm just more angry with myself for not like realizing that. And the more I think about it, I kind of get angry. But who wouldn't? Knowing that your entire life and like 93% of the people that was in your life was like complete liars. It's cool like if you want to lie, but when you lie to be malicious and mislead people, that something's wrong with that. And you want to recruit other people to do the same thing to that person, that's not right. When you attacking someone's brain, that's not right. That's not cool. And that's what they was using against me. And I know that's what gangstalkers do. They study your weaknesses and like, oh, because trust me, everything that was stolen, like jewelry, clothing, and what makes it so bad is like my clothing, like I'm a skinny guy, right? So, and I know some of my gangstalkers, you can't fit my shirts that I wear. You can't fit some of my shit. So basically, it's not, when my gangstalkers stole from me, besides the jewelry and shit, they were just stealing because they didn't want me to have it. If it was like a nice shirt or something, I notice it goes missing. Now, some of them, they can't fit my clothes. So my thing is, okay, so what's the reason for you stealing it then? And that's what gangstalkers do. They just steal from you because they don't want you to have it. And yes, I know about the destroying the property as well. They would do that. Cut your fucking clothes up. Had that happen as well. If I only knew then what I know now, I would have had a lot more things like clothes. I would have had a lot more like just things, period. And I guess that's where my anger sits, saying that it's like, fuck. It makes me angry because I know at least 2 gangstalkers that I can see on a daily basis in this little small city that I'm in Georgia. I reside here. It's a small city. And every time I walk by them, knowing what I know now, and I know for a fact that they're fucking gangstalkers, and I know what the fuck they did because they were like actually a part of my life at some point. And the more I think back, everything I'm talking about, the more I think back, they actually did that shit. Either they stole from me, lied, and I know that for a fact. And every time I I see these people, I just want to like clench my fist and walk up to them and break their fucking nose. But you know what? I can't. I can, but I can't because the only thing they're gonna do is call the cops. Which like amazes me because gangstalkers walk around as if they can do whatever the fuck they want to do to the target, like harass them, try to bully them. If they can get close to you, steal from you, whatever else they want to do. And as soon as you want to retaliate, if you go that route, oh, you the bad guy. Oh, this guy is crazy. I've been through that as well. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, it's like whatever they do gets swept up under the fucking rug. And they're waiting on your reaction. And I don't know. I'm not that type of target to where I can take. I have like a lot of tolerance. But when all of that's going on, after a while, I might break. I know you're trying to break someone, but I might break after a while because the more it builds up, it's like I at least want to take one of them about it. Not like kill them, but I want to beat the shit out of them. Like every time I see one of these gang stalkers, and I know they gang stalk me, I want to so bad, but I can't. But I just want to share that with you guys. I know it's crazy, but I just want to share my experience. I will make another video later because I have a lot to say about this shit, and I appreciate you guys who like show support, and you guys should keep up the good work because this shit really exists. And fuck all those who's thinking, oh, they're just paranoid. Nah, fuck you. You know. So with that being said, peace out, you guys.